don't think it will taste that well, but they look quite cool.
Hello guys, and welcome back to TirsbaekTV. You joined me already off-road in the middle of the woods with the Jimny, and we are long overdue an off-roading session, I think, particularly with the Jimny, as we haven't really done that properly on the channel yet. And today we have the perfect excuse because we're joined by Torr Overland in their Discovery 4 right in front of us, and we're just trying to navigate a bit of a hill here. So yes, this is all a bit spontaneous, but hopefully this will be a fun day.
What we're going up to now is what I believe to be the highest point in all of Tiersbaek. And Denmark, I guess. I think we are pretty close to being the tallest persons in Denmark, yeah.
To give you a bit more context, Dan from Torr Overland reached out to us a couple of months ago and said that they would be coming up to Denmark as part of a European road trip, and that they'd love to do something with us. So we invited them up for a day of off-roading and a look behind the scenes of TirsbaekTV. And so Dan arrived in his well-travelled Discovery 4 along with his father and uncle. Absolutely awesome to be off-roading properly in the Jimny for, well, I mean, I've done a bit, but you know, this feels like the first time I've really done something proper as a group. And Torr Overland just got cameras hanging out of the windows here. How awesome. Getting content. Oh, that was a big bump. We've actually got water coming down. Is it raining or is that water off of the trees? I've got to say, this Jimny feels good. Really, really good. We're doing some really steep inclines here. Camera probably can't pick that up in the same way, but oh no, it is raining. It is actually raining. That was not forecast for today. That's not good. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, Jimny feels really, really good. So nimble and just light on these pretty steep inclines that we're going up and down. Quite a contrast to the two beastly discos, Disco 2 and Disco 4 we've got in front of us. Of course, they're excellent in their own right as well, but very different approach to making a boxy 4x4, I think. This was not forecast for today, unfortunately. Feels so good to be off-road again. So good, and it, as a group, it's obviously always just adds to the enjoyment. I love the cameras hanging out the side of the Disco 4. We're going for another lap around. I guess we're going the other way this time. Oh, this is so cool. It's just like I'm off-roading for the first time. I mean, kind of is in the Jimny. Been a while. Torr Overland came prepared. They actually brought walkie-talkies, something that we dearly need on this channel, because when Nissa and I go off-roading, we normally don't have any way of communicating with each other. We just end up beeping or whatever. But also, you know, obviously there's the practical benefit, but it adds to the fun as well, that you can have a bit of banter in between and chat and guide each other and so on. So it adds to that. Oh, I think are we going downhill now? Well, we're going up, so I guess we have to go back down, don't we? But is this the spot that I think it is? Can't see the hill at all over my bonnet right now. It's at this point I should mention that at the time I had completely forgotten that the Jimny does actually have a hill descent control mode, which would have come in handy here. Oh, that's a bit faster than I wanted to go. Down, I'm being recorded as I go past.
Sounds good.
I've put a different exhaust on it, so it makes some nice burbles. Back into high range now, it's too slow. go to two-wheel drive while we make our way up to the next area. What's that little pat of the wing mirror there? Being papped. We're going right. So we're going to go do these. There's a very steep hill.
3 ways down to the beach, and we're just going to test one of them here, but there might be too much water in it, then we're going to take another route. This is good. But Liam also said it is quite muddy, so we'll have a look. I'm just going to be the test car.
Yeah, if it's wet down here, it tends to be very, very sticky. Not that we can't drive through it, but it just is a pain to wash off afterwards, that's all.
Do you want a special look for the Nürburgring, guys?
To explain this message, the guys had mentioned that they were thinking of heading to the infamous Nürburgring racetrack the following day and doing a lap in the disco.
I need to go back. I'm still in two-wheel drive. We are in four-wheel drive low range, all good. Someone's been landscaping a bit here. This used to be more overgrown.
I think you're going to cut some stuff down or something, or cut some stuff back.
Okay, that sounds very typical for one of our adventures.
Yeah.
So, we'll go have a look. Nis is going to drive through the mud down there if you want to film it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to get my own camera. Okay, so discos 2 and 4 have made it through. Now it's my turn. Wow, it feels quite deep in this car.
Likely due to the slightly lower seating position in the Jimny versus the Land Rovers, the water certainly felt deeper than it looked from my perspective.
Sweat, did it?
It did feel quite deep from inside the car.
So is it this way down to the beach?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go down there and then turn right, right on the beach, and then see how high it is, otherwise we'll turn around and go uphill from here onto the lightweight track.
Oh, be very glad that you can't smell through the camera right now, because whatever we drove through stinks. They've got a branch stuck to them. They had to literally get out and remove the branch. So now there's a moment of truth whether we can get out onto the beach or not. It's just through here, but if the tide is high, then we can't really get out there, but it looks like this is going out. That track looks a lot oh, there's a tree there. Yeah, this looks a lot tighter in that disco. Because I don't have to worry about that tree. That's quite funny by comparison. So we are now departing from the beach, heading back into the woods up to what we call the lightweight track. So called because it was where we actually filmed our very first YouTube video with the old Land Rover Lightweight. I should put my window up for this. We're back on this pretty nasty broom. No, that one was slightly open. I'll close that. Oh, so we're going back through the smelly water. I thought we were going to go up here, but...
I'm just going to see if I can get my dad wet.
Dan trying to see if he can get his dad wet was the message there. Did he succeed? No, not quite. My turn. I can't see down there. Good thing I got a Disco 4 clearing a path for me then. Quite a steep bank here. Should probably close the window because I'm going to get a lot of things slapping me in the face otherwise. Really leaning to the left. Yeah, see, all of that would not be nice right now. Hey, where are we going now?
I think my uncle's forgotten how to drive.
Let me know when you're up there at the top. then I think there is a huge dip on the right side I've got to watch out for now. Oh my god, that's a big hole. Gave it the beans in the end. Whew. That got me through. Right, we are having another go around that hill because we all enjoyed it rather a lot. Got some great footage of the chimney going up and the noise of the exhaust. First time I've done off-roading since installing that exhaust, so just the burbles were great. Everyone was talking about how good it sounded, so that was fun. But we wanted to have another crack at it, just, you know, because why not? And it was a good place. It's a good place for the drone as well. So my drone is, oh, that's the wrong one. My drone is up in the air, and I'm trying to. Fortunately, we're on private roads. So yeah, I'm trying to get the drone in a good position for this as well. Hopefully, the battery will last. Stop here for a sec. Get the drone in position. What I really need is like a windscreen mount for the drone remote, I think, so I can look at it while still looking forward. Wow, what an angle. Probably doesn't look like anything on camera, but God, it's just so light and nimble, this car. I mean, it's so easy to get through here. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, the Discos and Defenders of the world are fantastic, obviously, and I'd love to be my Defender as well now, but man, this is just, it's so easy. So I'm going to position the drone here so we can you see that if I show that on the screen? I guess, I don't know why I'm showing you that, because I will of course show the footage. That's a bit silly of me. It's hard to think in that sort of three-dimensional way, because obviously when I edit it that will be obvious, but I'm sitting here in the car right now with the footage just on the screen of the remote. But yeah, Nis has popped out. That's quite cool. So I know when Nis is at the top. It's quite cool that I can just see from the drone that you're at the top. It's quite handy. All right, my turn. Disco 4 is up. Here we go for me. Don't know where our cameramen are placed at the moment, to be honest. The drone is up there. Right, I've got to get through that little hole of doom. And this is up there. I've given him the camera, so he'll get that angle. Ah, wasn't aggressive enough there. Brutal. Oh my god. I felt like I was about to flip over.
A good bit of wheel lift.
So after a really fun few hours out in the woods, we headed back down to the farm to show the guys around.
Then we got my old series, which was meant to be the original Creeper, but I decided just to scrap the idea and went for a whole new chassis from England, from designer chassis. But I brought this one thinking that I'm going to restore it and put a cool V8 engine in it. And this one actually came from a farm not too far from here, because it got a sign there called the Ebæk Gården 1. And Ebæk is like a name from the farm. It's not too far from here. So my dad actually knew who had this car before it was sold off to a guy. We went up and picked it up, went back home, and the guy I brought it off said it wouldn't drive. It could start, but it wouldn't drive. Said, all right, I'll try and take it in. So we got it for nothing. And when we got back home, we saw the high-low range lever was in the middle, so it's in neutral. So we just pushed it forward and put it into gear, and we took it around the farm here. It was actually working. So we swapped one hose on it from the carburetor, then it worked. And then it was out in your barn for a couple of years, and we started it out there and drove it back here, and now it's just sitting here. So new battery, we could probably get it started. But I want to put a TD5 engine in this one, get a coil-sprung chassis, get the power steering, and then a TD5 engine with an automatic transmission in it. I think it'll be a cool workhorse. The diesel grunt.
Have you got an idea on like priority, like which vehicle is next? In terms of that?
I think it's my daily driver has to, have normal maintenance, but otherwise it will be the Creeper once I get time. I'm getting married here in October, so I'm saving every single penny to pay for that wedding. But once that is over, I will start putting everything towards it.
Cheaper in Denmark than in
they're extremely expensive.
Well, I guess it'd be interesting to know a bit more about this place. 'Cause, I mean, what kind of place is this where there's so many old Land Rovers and different pieces? So where are we?
Well, we are in Denmark, in Vejle, more specifically. An old house. First time mentioned in 1401 on a piece of paper saying that Tirsbaek, which is what's called, was also our name is from, TirsbaekTV.
Yeah, a lot of people ask us where that comes from. So, why is the channel called Tirsbaek? Well, it's the farm we live on.
Yeah,
is
the farm we
Tirsbaek,
live on where we drive.
The TV, is that just like television?
Yeah, it's just TV as in like, this is Tirsbaek and we make videos, so TV.
Sure, I wondered if it was like some Danish acronym for something else.
No.
That's just TV. No. Because at first we did both tractors, we did quad bikes around.
Yeah, we did a bit of
everything. Before we focused a bit more onto the Land Rover part because we had Land Rovers everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's also, I think, when we were posting videos on YouTube, that's the thing we saw, I guess, that people were that got the most traction was, when we did Land Rover stuff, there's obviously a big community around Land Rovers. So when we focused in on that, I think, and that's the thing with YouTube, you kind of have to have a bit of a niche.
And then we got the old county tractors here, which is also, we do Ford New Holland and the old county tractors here. Where the one furthest on the right, the biggest one, was originally on the farm from new, sold it off, my granddad did. And then the local farmer who brought it off him said he can't use it anymore, he wants to sell it. And then my granddad went straight out and said, I'm buying it. So he came back to the farm. So he started here, and then 30 years later he came back again and been partly restored. It was called Super Bamse, which means like super teddy bear. So that was the nickname of it, still called Super Bamse. And the theme continues. We got blue and we got green, Land Rover green up here. Otherwise, we have a Series 3 diesel that we are been doing fixing for quite some time. But we're just fixing it up to sell it because we don't really need another one. But we kind of halted a bit with the fixing. But I think in winter, when we have time, we'll pull it back into it. We just need assembling right now. All the bodywork is done. There's no rust in that. Yeah, and then we got my stupid project here, the Creeper, with the Skyline engine in it I'm doing up. But this is a Nissan Skyline RB25, the Neo, the later version of the engine with non-hydraulic lifters onto it. I got from a friend, did the engine mounts on it, did the delete because normally the diff is onto the sump of it, cut that off and welded it up. That married up to a BMW ZF gearbox, 6-speed, and then from there on another adapter plate onto the Land Rover LT2, not LT2, the LT230 reduction gearbox. So it will have selectable 4-wheel drive and it will have a high and low range as a normal Land Rover will have, but it's meant for speed. And then chassis is coil sprung, got some axles, we got Salisbury rear axle for just to get the power down to the ground without splitting anything. and then steering box as well from an old Defender. There's still quite a lot of jobs to be done, but whenever I'm sitting doing something else or daydreaming in a tractor, I'm kind of figuring out how to do the wiring, how to do the fuel pumps and all those kind of systems. So right now the fuel system is actually done, and I just need a tiny bit more on the power steering side. Then that is done. Then I just need the turbo. So right now I started on fabricating the wings on the front, on how this one can be here, how I can get the turbo mounted and all that. So that will be the next step onto it.
We get quite a lot of comments at the moment of people asking what happened to the Creeper.
Yeah.
Well, there's your answer.
It's
there.
Here it is.
Here it is. So still got some bits to do. But it's still a dream to get. I need to get it driving. I put too much money into it now to just let it go to some other hands. So I need to get it driving soon. Yep, 2 101s, V8s. Beautiful machines.
So this is
Love them.
Military.
Yeah, these ones are both military. One of these were picked up in the UK. I can't remember which one, and one was from Belgium.
Well, probably the one with the Union Jack. Or was that
Yeah, I think that's the green one, the Belgian one.
The Belgian one, the first one.
There was, I remember we had a comment on one of the 101 videos, someone saying there was something special about this one. I can't remember, and I have to go and dig out that comment. But there was something about this one that was kind of like it's quite rare. But I don't know, something about it being
unique.
We'll figure out. And then I think that's the one that was driven over here from the UK. But they can both drive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that one was sort of like semi-restored, wasn't it?
Yeah,
at some
it was.
point.
That one is pretty much restored.
And then this one was bought just for parts, I think.
For the winch.
For the winch that was on it, yeah.
Can you
So then it once that was taken off, it just got stuck in a corner somewhere. And then some years ago now, I mean, it must have been back in like 2018 or something. It's quite, I mean, in my mind, I think it's like 2 years ago, but it's a lot longer, isn't it?
4 years ago.
So yeah, then we got it back out back then and got it running ourselves and did a few videos with it. So I think, like, I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit attached to this because I know that we kind of got it out ourselves and got it running. So
and then we got the infamous lightweight where it all started.
Yeah.
This was what appeared in our very first YouTube video was this lightweight. So it's also kind of special for us in that way.
Yeah,
It is quite special for us.
Yeah, I love a lightweight. Something about just there.
But yeah, put some duct tape on it, put some new glow plugs, turned the key, started running, drove it around the woods. But it was great fun to drive. Well, that one is my old one, which also pretty much started the channel when we got that one, where we focused on Land Rover bits and went that route instead. And in front of that, we got the Heritage Edition from Land Rover, brought in 2016 when they stopped the production of the Land Rover. They did 3 different versions where we got that one. And as we know, it's the only one in Denmark, and there's no plates on it because it's bloody expensive to get plates on it in Denmark.
This is the start of your channel.
Yeah, when we figured out we needed to go in Land Rover direction, when I got this one. And that has definitely taken a beating over the years. But I started out as a normal Defender, then somebody fit a 3.5 litre V8 with the automatic transmission from a Classic into it, and then it just had that ever since. And I put big tires, wheel arches, very cool. I would still say the best looking front winch bumper you can find from for a Defender, and rock sliders and stuff. So it's just been kitted out pretty much.
And did you say potentially that one can start?
Yeah, this one started at winter, I think. It went straight up, but it's a bit loud. It's straight pipe, so. quite nice. You can sit here all day.
So the guys from Torr Overland have now left us. We had an awesome day with them. We were just saying how much we enjoyed that and how much we need to have more guests over. I think it was the first time we've had like external people come and visit us and do something.
It was great fun, great fun. Nice to show the tracks around as well.
Yeah, so obviously we're quite familiar with the tracks around here, but doing it with people who haven't done it before, I think is like adds something to it. Really, really enjoyable, and I really look forward to seeing all of the footage that they captured. I don't know what form this video is going to take. It was all a bit, in terms of filming, spontaneous. I just started filming on the way and then see how it goes, but really nice to be back out off-roading after such a long time, and I was so impressed by how the little Jimny did. There was a lot of, I feel like, banter about me being in this versus 2 Discoveries, but I think people were quite impressed, weren't they?
It kept up fine.
It kept up absolutely fine. Like, it did great, and lots of compliments on the exhaust note when I was charging up hills. So, yeah, it was really good. Need to do more of that.
We'll do more of that.
So, if you're watching, come visit us and do some off-roading with us. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next video.
Be sure to head over to Torr Overland's channel and check out the videos that they filmed from our day together, including a lot more footage of the farm tour that you saw in this video. And yes, the following day, they made it around the Nürburgring in the Discovery. Again, check out their channel for the video. Thanks for watching.